Hi, I'm Steph, and this is View Into Creator Sessions, our new series where we chat with YouTube creators about the content they make and how they work with brands. Today, we're here with tech expert and creator Austin Evans to talk about the popularity of the product demo on YouTube. It's a subject we've discussed in a previous episode, linked in the description box below. Want to tell us a little bit about your channel?
Of course, thanks for having me. So my name is Austin Evans. I've been a YouTube content creator specifically around the tech space since 2009. So it was a very different time, as you might imagine.
It's like the beginnings.
It was super early, right? I mean, so to give you guys some perspective here, I was 16, living in my mom's basement. I didn't even have a camera. I was literally doing like app reviews and like screenshots and stuff. It was a very, very different time.
And you were doing voiceover over
Very
screenshots, and now you have a full setup and you're doing glossy content, fully edited, and you're appearing in it.
Thankfully, it's changed a lot since 2009.
That's awesome, and I think that the product demo category has changed a lot and evolved.
Absolutely.
As we've seen people in the beauty space like Graveyard Girl kind of having a sense of humor about it. We have creators like What's Inside physically cutting things open now to demo them. What's your approach like?
So one of my favorite things is when I get my hands on tech, I want to check it out, right? I want to test it, I want to take it apart, and I like to take that knowledge and then sort of condense it into a little bit of an easier to understand form, right? Because I think a lot of people, they want to know like, hey, is this a good product? But they don't necessarily need to know all the details of how the processor performs or what this specific thing does over here. So one of my favorite things is just taking very big, complicated subjects that I just want to learn for myself and making it easy to understand.
Educational but digestible.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, speaking of your audience, a lot of the people that are coming to your channel and they're viewing the content are actually at the point of sale. They're making a decision about what product to buy.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about what that looks like?
Well, I think that's one of the unique things about the tech space is it's one of the very few verticals where people are coming to actually purchase things, right? It's not like you're watching a vlogger who happens to be showing like a product placement thing. You're actually coming to watch a video all about the product, which I think really makes it sort of interesting because a lot of people, they might be ready to purchase, right? Like they might watch one video, click the link in the description, and boom, it's over, right? Or maybe they're sitting in the store and they're like, should I get this one, should I get this one? I don't know, I'll watch a video. That's a really powerful thing.
Yeah, super powerful, especially if you're a brand.
Yeah.
You're working with a lot of brands. What are some of the types of partnerships that you get the most excited about?
Definitely the ones that allow me to do things I can't normally do, right? So whether that's giving me the ability to build some crazy new set or some cool gaming setup, whether that's to give me access to the facilities, maybe the factory or their offices to talk to engineers, and sometimes that's just giving me stuff early, right? So if I can get access to a product before it's even available, especially before it's even been announced, that can make a big difference. So I guess a good example of this would be, I recently worked with Intel, and I've been wanting to do this setup where I have a small little laptop and I power like 3 TVs, I game on them, like it's really sort of over the top elaborate thing. Like I wanted to build this set.
Dream setup.
Exactly. And so basically when they came to me, I was able to pitch them on this idea. They're like, yeah, sure. That gave me the resources to be able to do what I had been wanting to do for so long.
So it can be as simple as a factory tour, going inside, or as elevated as doing a passion project, which
Absolutely.
I think is really
or getting
exciting.
the product early. That's also a big one.
Yeah. Okay, so what about the challenges working with brands?
It's almost always to do with time, all right? And obviously everyone has their own timelines, but when I have to find out about something a week beforehand and fly across the world to make a video, that's fine, obviously it works, but it's not really ideal as opposed to being able to say, hey, look, this is what's going to go on 2 months from now, this is what I get to do, and we can sort of work together with the brand to make sure that, hey, look, this is something that's working very well for everyone, and there's really an interesting story to be told versus like, oh, I just showed up, I have 30 minutes, let's do it.
Yeah,
it's
nobody
not
likes
ideal.
to be put on the spot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a much better product if you have time to actually collaborate together. All right, last question.
Go for it.
Talking about timing, how would you like to see brands working with creators like you in the future?
I think it's actually a lot to do with doing more long-term stuff, right? And it doesn't even necessarily mean like, oh, we have to do a 5-year deal or something. It's just like doing multiple videos with the same brand. I feel like it helps everyone make their stuff better, right? I have a track record with the brand, so it's easier for the audience to know that, oh yeah, we've done like that last cool video together, or whatever the case is. And then from my perspective, it allows me to really kind of improve everything, right? Like I'm learning, I'm able to say, okay, look, this worked really well for the last one, and I can roll it into the next one. So the more that I'm able to do long-term partnerships, it really does make it a better overall package for everyone.
I think so, and then you're also able to A/B test, you're able to look at performance, you're able to develop a relationship with the brand, and it's better for everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, Austin.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching this creator session. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out Austin's new channel, This Is, which applies his educational approach to interesting questions you never even thought to ask.
I think I have to steal that. That's actually a really good line.
Yeah. You're welcome to.